welcome back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
And remember, our goal is always to guide you to personal and financial wellness.
Well, we thank you again for being part of the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show, guiding you to personal financial wellness. We put together all these podcasts on a regular basis to keep you in the know what's really happening in real estate and the financial world and what changes are happening on a regular basis. And that's why we keep this relevant by doing these on a regular basis and sharing with you. And you can even get to our daily video blog. That's right, we do a 2 to 4 minute video blog every day, Monday through Friday. Really digging deep and a lot of times picking on the media, but letting you know what really is happening by going to nrecafe.com, or they can be sent right to your phone. No spam, just great information by texting NREC to the number 58885. That's NREC to 58885. They go right to your phone, you'll be in the know.
All right, well, today's no different than any of the shows that we've done for 8 years. We have two great professionals with us today, and we've talked, we're kind of going full circle. We've talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about where the market was in 18, shift happening, last normal market in 97. I mean, we've covered a lot of ground, and that's partially to do with the experience at the table here.
Yeah, we got Elgin Walker with EXP, 31 years experience, just one behind me, you puppy.
And Robert and I, we're pretty much in the same boat in the 15 to 18 year mark. But that's not where experience comes from only. Like you mentioned it earlier, the amount of transactions you do is also helps you with experience. There's very little that you haven't seen when you've done a tremendous
I know
amount
agents
of
that have been agents for 31 years. They've done 3 transactions.
That's true.
So there's something to be said for the velocity at which you work. And what's nice is that we're talking about the EXP opportunity, and that you both saw opportunity in this. And there, you did touch on something, Robert, earlier, is that we're not seeing a lot of rookie agents get into EXP. I mean, there's some, I'm sure, but we're seeing some really experienced agents get into EXP. So there must be something of value there. And as we're starting to dig into, it seems like it touches you on the entrepreneurial side and gives you the opportunity that you wouldn't be able to get in a standard brokerage, because it's more of a, what do you call it? More of a fiefdom at the other brokerages, right? You have a single owner.
You guys are no different than us. You guys have a vested interest in EXP and what it looks like and how it runs, just like we do here at Finance America with our office. We're not putting butts in seats either. We want the right people representing us, and I know that's what you guys are looking to do with EXP. It's not just about anyone. It's about getting the right people to represent your brand.
So let's talk about that for a little bit, because there's a lot of naysayers or a lot of noise out there about EXP. So I'm just going to come out and say the first one, the one everybody says, oh, it's multi-level marketing, right? That's the first one. So is it?
False.
False? Yeah, okay, let's go through these. Truth and false. Yeah.
Absolutely not. It's no different than building any other business. You know, we're not out there selling juice drinks or something like that. We're just selling homes. We're real estate agents selling homes. We have colleagues and relationships that we've developed for decades, and we're just bringing them into this company. The reason that we're bringing them in this company is because there's not a single owner person at the top to do that, because traditionally your franchise broker owner, they don't sell homes. They're traditionally just recruiting agents for their brokerage.
I'm thinking about this, and I don't know from the top the message that comes, culturally from the top of your organization, but I'm thinking, how nice is it to think that you're providing something really nice for the agents, so nice that they're going to be willing to share it with somebody else and say, hey, you should come work with me. Right. And like we've talked a little bit, you're both in different organizations, but yet you work together because you want, Don? What's your word?
Market share. My favorite word.
Well, and we have a mutual financial interest in seeing this company do well. So when I worked at ReMax, I had no benefit if ReMax stock on the NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange, whatever it's on, was doing well, actually. I had no direct benefit, right?
Gotcha.
This is independently owned, but ReMax is a publicly traded company, I believe, right?
Yes.
And so that's different now. I actually have equity in this company I work at. When it does well, I do well. When it doesn't do well, I don't do well, as far as that equity goes. So that's just like any other stock.
I will tell you that because we get to see everybody's, or a lot of people's income in the business that we're in, It's not all that different than Netflix and Amazon, and a lot of the new tech companies have restricted stock units. And it's very similar. It does give people ownership in the company with a vested interest if you were there over a certain amount of time.
Also, there's a retention aspect to it in that the shares are vested over 3 years that you're awarded. And that I love that. You know, it's very similar to any other company where you're being issued shares.
Is 3 years.
Ours is 3 years.
So there you go.
We have
But
to
so
put
you want to stay through those 3 years,
Yep.
right? So we're not getting a bunch of people diving in, getting stock and leaving. That's not happening.
Right.
You don't get your stock that way.
It's not get rich quick.
That's right. Yeah. So I'm very interested in seeing these agents stay on board long term for this great opportunity that's really never existed before in the brokerage platform.
And Elgin and I just ran into each other the other day, and we were talking about, I said, "Boy, you know, are you concerned that everybody that's in EXP, all they're going to do is recruit?" He's like, "No." He's like, "That's not what it's about." He's like, "We got to sell homes."
It's funny that you say that, though. It's when we joined, we looked at the quote unquote revenue share as like icing on the cake. We didn't join because of that. We joined because looking down the future, one is the business model of where it will be, and the other thing is, again, I've been in this 31 years. I've been here in 31 years. I've been at different companies. I was at ReMax before they were a publicly traded company. I don't know of any.
What was your profit sharing?
We'll get to that. But I know that when ReMax, went public, nobody gave me any shares.
Right.
Nobody gave me any equity in the company. Nobody gave me that. Joining Keller Williams, and a big thing is profit share and stakeholders and all those sort of things, which at the time was a good model. And when I started off in Keller Williams, I was receiving profit share. But again, the company has 190,000 agents now. I'm not going to mention what my profit share check was last month.
We talked about it, though.
Yeah, yes, we did.
It's cute.
Yes, you know what? I go to Starbucks a lot. I couldn't buy you and I a cup of coffee. I put it like that.
He's using his Christmas gift cards to get me a coffee.
You're right. I'd have to add to the gift card just to be in a position to where every family that I help, I'm personally able to, from the same amount of work, same amount of money, be able to add shares, buy more equity into a company or a product that I believe in. If I did not bring one other agent to this opportunity, where will I be 5 years from now? 5 years from now, I will be better off at what I'm doing right now without one other agent seeing the opportunity that Pilar and I have seen.
So there's advantages without having to feel like it's about recruiting.
It's a fantastic advantage. It's also really, honestly, from a business standpoint, predicated upon the efforts that Robert and I give to agents that do also see the vision and decide to come on and will work within our organization. Not to mention the other benefits, to the company. To me, that's huge. I mean, how many times have you been in a situation or you've heard of an agent? I know that Robert, I think, Robert, you're even a mentor over at EXP right now, right?
I was just going to say, it puts you in a mentor situation, doesn't it?
Whether you want to or not. Let me tell you how many people that I have mentored, coached over the years, and have not really received the benefit from that. Or it may not be a pleasurable experience, but you're just kind of doing it to just help, right? I have a vested interest right now for people that either come onto my personal team or whatever. It's all a team, and I want and need everyone to be successful. Like I personally, from people that I have put into our side of the organization, when they talk to me, we have a word that we call capping, and what capping basically means is that after you pay a certain amount of money into the company, that you receive 100% commission.
So it's okay. Let's talk about that for a second, because Keller Williams caps too, right?
Keller Williams caps, and at Keller Williams, the cap, and that's another thing. The cap at Keller Williams varies from office to office, city to city, area from area. Our cap is one cap for everybody. I don't care whether you work in New York, California, Idaho. If the cap is the cap, is the cap, right? But to me, even more importantly than that, is that there are an awful lot of people that don't cap in other companies. I'm not saying there won't be people that don't cap in EXP, but one of the things that we have been telling our agents is that your goal cannot be to cap. Your standard has to be the cap. And there's a difference. This is what you're going to do every year. Right. And we're going to do whatever we have to do from our side to help you get there. Because if you're quote-unquote capping and you're being productive, not only are you going to be sharing this opportunity to other people are going to be attracted to you no matter what. You know how many people, and I'm sure Robert's experienced this as well, and probably him even more than I did, because I can put myself in the place of looking at Robert because he went over before I did. Is you see someone when they move a company, whatever company, people looking at you guys, whatever, as you've transitioned into something else. They look at you, and the first thing they want to see is, A, are you at least as productive as you were from where you're at, and or did you fall off? So you can't fall off. If I fall off, people are looking at me and they're saying, oh, Elgin moved to EXP, boy, his production's bad. Or Elgin moved to EXP, and he's just not as good as what it was. But that's not going to be the case. The case is, wow, he moved there, and he's still as productive, or they're better productive. And that attracts people versus me having to go out and tell people, hey, you ought to come join me. I don't have to do that. They're going to come as you're going to see this business model and how it benefits you from your actual business and how it benefits you from your family.
There you go, not selling again, just doing.
Yeah.
Being authentic.
Well, there's also no revenue share if people are not selling homes.
Absolutely.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
And so we are attracting tons of influencers to our model, not just in Santa Cruz Valley, but all across the nation. Some of the biggest agents in the nation, some top KW, top ReMax, top whatever company, they're joining EXP Realty. They're making headlines in the news. You know. Yeah. Like the #1 agent in San Diego moved his team. Well, hundreds of millions of dollars in San Diego moved the EXP. You know, it's just nuts.
Well, you guys definitely have a movement going. It's the big word on campus for sure. We hear about EXP all the time. Appreciate you guys coming in and kind of breaking it down for us. One, start of the show. Of course, you go to donandgino.com. Look at our YouTube videos and all our videos. We talked with Robert Mickalson and Elgin Walker about where 2019's going, how we feel the market's going to be, how you guys are helping sellers and buyers, especially sellers, be realistic because of your experience, your knowledge, and that the real top professionals, the cream of the crop, are going to be the ones who survive this shift in the market. But we're just shifting to a normal market, so we don't have issues. It's just basically a shift, meaning buyers and sellers will negotiate on the true value of the home.
Normal would be nice instead of boom and bust.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would like that. And then you guys also shared with us this great opportunity you guys feel with EXP Realty, how it's working so well for you. And that how can they get a hold of you if some of our listeners, some of our agent friends want to find out more about EXP? How can they get a hold of? Break it down. Go ahead, Robert.
You can go to my career site, actually, robertmickalson.exprealty.careers with an S on the end. Okay. Go to that URL. Just call me again at that phone number I gave earlier, which was 661-505-1051. Yeah.
Same person to get a hold of for real estate.
Yep. You just talk to me, and I'll help you.
Elgin, how do they get a hold of you, buddy?
Just give me a call. Robert is much better at the tech thing than I am. So just call me, and then I can provide you with whatever information that you'd like. We'd love to sit down and have a cup of coffee with you.
At Starbucks.
I think Starbucks.
They owe you a commission check. Yeah.
You're not getting anything from that.
No, I'm not. 661-347-6248. And you can reach me directly or my wife, and we both love the opportunity to at least share what it's done for our family.
You're just getting a little more equity back in that relationship.
Flipping it back. Come on, Don.
Furman, good job holding up the cue card over there.
Well, we thank you guys for being part of our podcast and our radio show and being just great stewards in our business. You guys are good dudes. You're really good at what you guys do. We love working with you guys because it's such a difference working with true professionals versus someone who's just trying to get a commission check. That's not the way the four of us work. We add true value to our clients, as you guys do, taking time out of your day to add value to our show and to our listeners. So we thank you for that, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you guys. Very much. Really appreciate it.
All right.
Well, happy 2019.
Happy 2019.
And anybody who wants to find out more, again, go to donandgino.com, donandgino.com. A lot of great information. We have our national video blog at nrecafe.com, which can be sent right to your phone by texting NREC to the number 58885. We'll be with you soon. Stay in touch. We'll have more great information ahead.